Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now February 2nd of 2022, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2 and The Bad Batch, a lot of Star Wars fans around the world have truly been looking forward to the future of the universe by George, John, and Dave, and exactly what they really have in store for the new Star Wars universe when it comes to combining Star Wars legends with the already existing Disney Star Wars material. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do post a couple of entertaining things from time to time and really interact with you guys further. So, with that being said, one thing that a lot of fans have been very excited about is exactly how George, John, and Dave will be treating the characters like Ahsoka Tano, Luke Skywalker, Ezra Bridger, and other characters like Grand Admiral Thrawn in the near future. Now, we already know that the Ahsoka series is moving along very smoothly. There's a lot of sets being built as we speak, one of which is already complete and all set and ready for Rosario Dawson to get back into the role of Ahsoka once again. By the way, if you guys have seen the Book of Boba Fett Chapter 6, I'm not going to unveil anything, but it is by far the best episode out of the entire series for a particular reason. So, jumping ahead to where we are now, alright, we are approaching March, which is where we're going to be learning more and more about the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, because that's when the marketing run is going to begin. They're preparing to unveil this entire TV show right around that time, and it's going to be a great deal for the fans. That's what basically Lucasfilm is trying to do. They're trying their absolute best to drag the fans back into the Star Wars universe, the ones that they specifically lost from the sequel trilogy, and of course from Gina Carano's firing last February. So with that being said, however, what's really intriguing is that with the Ahsoka Tano series getting ready to begin filming with new sets being built for the series as we speak, both Dave and Jon Favreau are also preparing to make some big adjustments to the Star Wars universe moving forward. However, one key scene that is already in the works for the Ahsoka series involves both Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano to team up against the great Grand Admiral Thrawn in the series. Both Filoni and Favreau are putting together a massive action sequence that will include a full-on battle between both Ahsoka and Luke, fighting against these new foes that protect Thrawn, of course, that appear near similar to the Inquisitors. So, let me just stop right here for a second. So these new foes are going to be very much Inquisitor-like, not to be confused with them actually being Inquisitors, but they look like Inquisitors. Now this really does raise a couple of questions. Exactly what are they? Where do they come from? And exactly what is Dave Filoni doing with these types of foes? So, on top of this is planned to be a big lightsaber duel between Luke and Ahsoka, as well as these Inquisitor-like figures that are actually protecting this large-scale base that belongs to Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, this sequence is described to be an attempt to save Ezra Bridger from being locked up in the base. Others, such as Din Djarin and even Grogu, will also play a role in the scene where Din is going to use a special new type of weapon against Grand Admiral Thrawn at one point in time. Now, the scene featuring both Din and Thrawn fighting is supposed to take place while Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano are in a duel with the Inquisitor-like figures. It's unclear as to what world this all takes place on, however, it is going to be a brand new world to the fans and to the existing canon material. Now, with Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano said to be involved with all of this fighting, Grogu is described to use the Force in significant ways during the scene, specifically to help fend off the Inquisitor figures to save both Luke and Ahsoka during their battle. So, let me just say one thing here, is that the fact that they are incorporating Grogu into basically every single Star Wars TV show in one way or another is a big deal. In fact, there's been a lot of talk that they are going to involve Grogu in some way, shape, or form in even the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. So, they're really stretching this character across the entirety of the Skywalker saga, and of course, in the post-episode 6 timeline. We also have a post-Order 66 timeline that's going to be used in Star Wars Underworld. We talked about this just yesterday, so with that being said, the set for this scene is nearly complete and will also use special CGI technology to fulfill the entire sequence for the show. Now, Star Wars Ahsoka will also involve a special Force Ghost appearance that will leave fans very happy for the years to come. With Luke Skywalker and Grogu already involved in the Ahsoka Tano series, the scene is set to progress to a moment in which Ezra Bridger is going to somehow escape from the Thrawn base and fight with Ahsoka and Luke to actually go up against Thrawn's army. Now, while this is happening, Thrawn is described to defeat Din Djarin with a special type of weapon, where his helmet is taken off by Thrawn to show Din's emotions. It's described to be a very well-detailed scene that will create emotions for all the fans around the globe. This entire sequence is also described to be heavily based on Star Wars legends. George Lucas is described to be using Mando as a way to actually drag in all of the fan-favorite characters and older ideas from George Lucas for the entire scene, as well in Ahsoka, between the beloved characters in the show. Now, the series is set to also give fans Sabine Wren to join the fight in a very unexpected way for the entire Star Wars fandom. This scene will give fans yet another special cameo as well that will take fans by surprise, to say the least. And that really makes you wonder exactly what this mysterious cameo is going to be in this massive battle between Ezra, Luke, Ahsoka, Grogu, Sabine Wren, and Grand Admiral Thrawn and his protectors. Now, these protectors of his are all going to be wielding special types of lightsabers, and it really makes you wonder, are these really Inquisitors, or do they just appear to be like Inquisitors? Again, it's a very interesting concept, the way that they are creating Grand Admiral Thrawn to have a special secret base that Luke and Ahsoka kind of get intel on and tend to actually intervene and try to take it over and destroy his plan. Now, we're going to be learning more about the Ahsoka series as we go down the road, because this is going to be a 2023 series. They're aiming to drop it sometime around the spring if production moves along smoothly, so everything is working out. And after you guys have watched the Book of Boba Fett Chapter 6, it'll definitely show you that they really are setting things up like we've been talking about for months now. And you can see what they're doing. You know, you can see that they are paying attention to the fans. They know how many fans were very upset with the sequel trilogy, and now with the Book of Boba Fett Chapter 6, I'm not going to say anything, but it is living proof that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau mean business. These guys mean real business, and they want to make sure that Star Wars is going to thrive and survive and become way more successful than it ever was before. Even before, you know, when Disney took over Lucasfilm. They want to make it more successful than the movies themselves. And you know what? After watching Chapter 6, I think that they can absolutely mark that success. They can. And as long as they stay consistent and don't overdo things too much, they're going to do a fantastic job with all of this. So, one thing that I think a lot of fans absolutely need to know about this sequence is that it is going to be using special CGI technology around the entirety of this new set, which a majority of it is built out of wood. A lot of it's going to use, you know, faux grass underneath the wood. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what planet it takes place on, why is Thrawn here, and why are they protecting Thrawn, and exactly why Luke, Ahsoka, and others are trying to take down Thrawn, and what kind of information they're trying to gain. We're going to be learning more and more about this throughout the next couple of months, so stay tuned. Everything related to Luke and Ahsoka is going to be a big deal in the Mandoverse at large, not just, of course, The Mandalorian Season 3 and 4, but also the Ahsoka Tano TV series, and of course, more to come with the Book of Boba Fett Season 2, which Disney CEO Bob Chapek is just about to greenlight, so keep your eyes open for that. So, overall, guys, you know, drop a comment below, let me know about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.